welcome to SVG-TV News for Monday, December 17, 2018. I'm Yvette Boynes with the details. American Airlines made its inaugural non-stop flight from the Miami International Airport to the Argyle International Airport on Saturday, December 15, 2018. At an official ribbon-cutting ceremony at the AIA to welcome the airline service to SVG, Minister of Tourism Cecil Sesmaki said the weekly direct flight service will make it easier and cheaper for nationals and visitors to come to SVG and travel to the U.S. As we hear in this report from Larissa Pugsley-Kidd, for the passengers who were on the inaugural flight, it was their best air travel so far to SVG.
It's a joyous day, a very joyous day.
It was 3:23 when the American Airlines inaugural flight arrived at the Argyle International Airport with 124 passengers and 6 crew members on board. The SVG and American flags were waved to an excited onlooking audience. Minister of Tourism Cecil Mackey was the first to disembark the aircraft. He was in Miami for the official departure ceremony of the airlines to the Argyle International Airport.
Full load. Very smooth flight. Everybody is excited. Yeah, we couldn't ask for more.
The passengers were welcomed to steel pan and gifts from the SVGTA. SVG-TV News spoke with some of the passengers who were happy for the direct flight, stressing that it was long overdue.
Awesome flight. Very turbulent, free. Treated well.
It was wonderful. So we're glad to be here.
First time in.
First time. I'm so happy for this move. I mean, been sanctions we need this for a long time. And it's excellent because we partner with American Airlines, which is the largest carrier in the world.
Oh no, we've been coming for over 20 years, but we're happy to have a first flight.
It was wonderful. Great to be here at this time of the day.
It was wonderful. I waited a long time for this.
It was a great flight, very pretty. I feel like we've been waiting for this for so long, so it's good that we finally have this.
Fantastic, yes. It's a good party time too. Everybody was very happy and enthusiastic about the inaugural.
Excellent.
Managing Director for American Airlines Alfredo Gonzalez said they are pleased to add SVG as the 37th flight destination as they look to further expand routes in the Caribbean.
We're thrilled to be here, further strengthening our already robust Caribbean network, a source of pride for our airline for more than 45 years.
Minister of Tourism Cecil Mackey thanked American Airlines for taking a bold step which he said would be of benefit to all parties.
I'm confident that this is going to be a win-win situation for American Airlines, for the passengers, and for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm confident that this is going to make flying to the destinations cheaper and easier. And I got that confirmation in Miami that that is going to be the case.
Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonzalez was also on hand to welcome the airline service to SVG. He said the people of SVG awaited this moment for a long time.
If you notice, it's a tourism site. You saw the number of cars lined up on the other side to see American Airlines land, and also on the road above the airport. That's to tell you the great interest which we have taken in this. We're very proud of our partnership. We're looking forward to strengthening it, and we are hoping that we will grow from strength to strength.
American Airlines will be flying once per week, all year round on Saturdays to and from the Argyle International Airport. Reporting for SVG-TV News, I am Larissa Pugsley-Kidd.
The capabilities of the SVG Coast Guard service are expected to be improved with the newest ship to the fleet, the new Captain Mulzac. The ship arrived here last Saturday, docked at the cruise ship berth, where Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonzalez was taken on an official tour accompanied by members of the media. SVG-TV's Barvin Oliver was there and files this report.
SVG is a multi-island state with an exclusive economic zone which spans around 200 miles. And members of the SVG Coast Guard has the responsibility of guarding this space. And their job is expected to be a little easier with the introduction of the new Captain Mulzac patrol vessel. The ship arrived at the Kingston port on Saturday after a long journey from the Damen shipyard in Holland. Prime Minister Dr. Gonzalez said the ship costs around $7 million and will provide the Coast Guard the edge it needs to combat a multitude of security issues.
And we are going to be able to use it to assist with interdiction of persons engaged in human trafficking, small arms, terrorist activities, those who are involved in trafficking in cocaine. And we have help with search and rescue too, though that this would help with larger search and rescue operations, because you wouldn't want to use a vessel as large as this just simply to do routine search and rescue, because we have other vessels, on the ribs, and you notice that we have a rib, and it can go into very shallow water. It can move easily into shallow water given its the way it's configured, and that's that would outrun those who think they're fast.
Prime Minister Gonzalez said he is delighted that the new ship bears the name of a Vincentian stalwart.
The old Captain Mulzac had served us fairly well, but because we have retired the old Hugh Mulzac, we didn't want to retire the name, because Hugh Mulzac is an iconic figure for seamanship for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So I'm very happy about this. We're doing a lot of training of the Coast Guard officers, and they're well equipped to deal with this, and ongoing training will be done.
The Prime Minister said the government is also examining another vessel which can do both patrols and medical evacuations.
We have asked them to look, the Coast Guard to look for one. At the moment, we use the existing vessels to do medical evacuation. On an annual basis, we do about 70 from the Grenadines, 40 or so from Beckway, and the rest from the southern Grenadines. But I would like one with all the facilities aboard to be able to have the nursing, the equipment, everything when we evacuating somebody, optimal health care. But we want it not just for medevac, we want one to be designed in a way. It does medevac, but you can also do search and rescue, and it can use it as a general intercept patrol boat. By bit, we're moving it, and this is a big step, big one.
For SVG-TV Evening News, I am Bhavin Olver.
SVG has successfully hosted the inaugural Atlantic Rally for Cruisers, ARC 2018. At an award ceremony on Saturday evening, several awards were given out to the sailors who participated in the race. The winner in the cruising class went to Team Amaman, second place went to Team Kelper, and third, Team Rosemary. In the Monte Hill category, first was the White Pearl, second was Tonia, and in third place, the Blue Infinity. Bella Rose was adjudged the most beautiful yacht. The shortest distance sail award went to the team of Sail Be Happy. The award for Spirit of the Ark and largest fish landed was the Santa Ana. The awards were put together by the Ministry of Tourism and the SVG Tourism Authority. Minister of Tourism Cecile Sesmaki said there has been an increase in arrival of yachts by 20% and that the ARC Plus race will add to these figures. The ARC Plus SVG is expected to return next year with at least 25 yachts. Meanwhile, the sailors on the race were commended for their effort, and for two young local sailors, they are an inspiration.
We would like to welcome all the sailors who are coming in to St. Vincent, and we hope they'll have a great time enjoying the local community. It's really fun being able to go up the levels of sailing, hoping to reach bigger heights and learning to become a better sailor, especially having the moral support of the coaches and parents helping us.
See people here gathering around, sailing and racing and having a great time here. I've actually been with my dad on the boat, and we've been into sailing, and I feel like I'm growing up sailor. But that means I have to leave my parents. But I don't.
Activities for the Christmas 9 Mornings Festival are in full swing across the country. A number of communities are now lit up with Christmas lights, and residents are engaged in concerts during the night or the early 9 mornings activities. One such community that is shining bright is Cyan Hill. Area Representative Annim Eustace declared the lighting up activities officially opened on Saturday night, and he challenged persons in the area to keep the activities alive for generations to come.
Things are more difficult, and therefore a lot of money needs to be raised to keep the lighting ceremony alive. I call on the people of Cyan Hill to continue to give your support to the lighting up ceremony. It has become part of you. It has become part of us. It has become part of the culture of this country.
A few minutes after the lights were turned on, they were off, followed by heavy showers. However, this did not daunt the spirits of patrons.
You know, this is my first time here, and I enjoy it. Nice, very nice.
Actually, I'm just visiting, so we'll see. I'm going back tomorrow.
From St. Vincent right here. I hadn't been out in years, so I'll see how it goes.
For this lighting up here. It's very unfortunate that we have a little setback tonight, but hopefully we will get back things.
Hey Thomas, and we came here to make our contribution to the Cyan Hill lighting up.
The basement for the band, you know, and we're kicking off, you know, so we're trying to have a good time.
Meanwhile, the opening of the Botanical Gardens 9 Nights has been hailed a success. The activity coincides with the National 9 Morning celebrations. Communication and Public Education Officer Twanik Barrow at the National Parks, Rivers and Beaches Authority said the Botanical Gardens has been transformed into a sea of lights. Barrow said the opening night on Saturday was well patronized.
So we have officially kicked off the 4th annual 9 Nights of Lights at the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Botanical Garden under the theme of Botanical Garden Christmas. After months of preparation, we are indeed pleased and proud with this year's production. The feedback coming from the public is really positive. They really love and enjoy this year's production. And I think this is really what motivates us to keep doing what we do each year and giving nothing but the best to the public.
Barrow said there are still 7 nights of activities left for patrons to enjoy under the lights at the gardens.
And tonight we are heading into our 3rd night with Battle of the Bands. Tomorrow it's Christmas with Upstage, and Wednesday we're going to celebrate dance with Liberacia Dance Company, and Thursday it's movie night, so we're encouraging the public to bring your blankets and spread it on the grass and just enjoy the night. It's like a family event. On Friday it's pan night, and we're going to have this Cyan Hill panoramic next day coming through. We're going to have Yulu pan movement, and this is their first time, and Janelle Alexander as well. And on Saturday we're going to have the Roll Hall drummers coming up and, you know, just entertaining those who are going to be there. And on Sunday we close with an open mic, and we're going to have some of the best performers. They're going to come back and just, end that night.
Lawyers for the petitioners and respondents in the 2015 elections petitions case were before Justice Nicola Bayer at the High Court in Kingstown today for a case management hearing. The lawyers were informed that the Chief Justice will be appointing someone from outside of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to try the case. One of the petitioner's lawyers, K. Bacchus Batiste, told SVG-TV News that they will be filing an application on Wednesday, to which the respondents have until January to respond.
We, the petitioners, would be filing an application to strike out some of the evidence of the respondents. So we are to file that application by Wednesday, and they are to reply by the 10th of January, and then we will continue with the further case management in court on the 24th of January.
Bacchus Batiste said there has been no change of dates, thereby they are still expecting the trial date for the next hearing in the case to be February 11th, 2019. The case against former model Yugi Farrell, who was charged for using abusive language on Karen Gonzalez, the wife of Finance Minister Camila Gonzalez, has been dismissed. Earlier last year, Farrell, who alleged that she had an affair with the Finance Minister, reportedly went to the workplace of his wife and made threats, which resulted in her arrest and the subsequent charge of using abusive language. She was then ordered to undergo psychiatric evaluation at the mental health institution, which sparked public outcry and debates locally, regionally, and internationally. The case was adjourned to be heard today, Monday, December 17th. However, when the matter was called at the Kingston Magistrates Court, Senior Magistrate Ricky Burnett dismissed the case after the prosecutor Colleen Samuel told the court that the prosecution was withdrawing the charge against Farrell. The charge was dismissed 3 weeks short of 1 year since Farrell was charged. Lawyer K. Bacchus Batiste, who had a watch-in brief in the case, told SVG-TV News that they are pleased that the case was not only withdrawn but dismissed.
DPP, signed by the DPP last week, stating that they were going to discontinue the matter and that it was titled dismissal. And therefore, I think even based on that letter, the matter should be dismissed. And so the magistrate dismissed it.
Oh, so that case.
And she was free to go. Yes, they called Karen Gonzalez, of course, and she did not turn up in any event. The virtual complainant did not turn up.
The curtains came down on Prisons Week 2018 with the annual Prisons Concert on Sunday evening. The activities for Prisons Week 2018 were held under the theme, Holding Hands, Changing Lives for Reintegration. Here are a few snippets of some of the performances by the inmates at Sunday's prison concert.
Can me help y'all?
You want a phone call?
You go hear about all them call? All of them call me and talk about my wife and buff me. Boy, why me tell all of something here?
Well, you not know.
Why me not come here for this, you know? I tell you what.
Officer, touch me now. Go easy upon them.
I give you a phone call so you go call your mother until she come number bail you. Hear me tell you?
We're not ready for that.
Give me a phone call, John.
Go call the boss.
I kill them all.